Hello, YouTube. I've been doing some thinking. That might be a bad thing. And what I've been thinking about is the camaraderie between truck drivers. Where has it gone? And the reason why I thought about this is that somebody brought up a point the other day. I was talking with him, and he said back in the 70s and the 80s, if a truck was pulled over on the side of the road, 3 or 4 trucks would pull over to see if the guy was okay, if he needed to go somewhere, if he needed a bottle of water or something like that, and make sure he was okay. Nowadays, you see a truck on the side of the road, what do? You move over to the next lane and you keep going. You don't see anybody stop to see if the driver's okay. And it got me thinking, I'm like, wow. When did we become so selfish? You know, and I blame myself as well because, you know, I think about what I could be doing to help out the trucking industry in a better way. And it starts with the people I know. And I could be the first one to tell you that, you know, when it comes to helping out a fellow driver, I'm reluctant. And, you know, and that bothers me that I am like that. And I don't know why. I don't know why that is. But today, I was able to do something that I felt was a step in the right direction. Another driver came over to me today, and he locked himself out of his truck. Now, most of us would have been like, "You goofball, what'd you do that for?" But I felt compassion. I was like, okay, what kind of truck do you drive? He said, I drive a Freightliner. That's funny. I drive a Freightliner too. So I took my key out of my truck, went over to see if it would work in his thing, but fortunately it didn't. But I stayed with him until he got some help, until somebody was able to come to him and get his door unlocked so he could get in his truck. In the midst of all of that, you know, even having his keys locked out and him going through some stuff, and he, you know, he reached out to me. He's like, you know, I'm having a hard time here at Stevens, and I'm thinking about actually quitting. And I'm like, well, what are your problems, and what's causing you wanting to quit? And I walked him through some stuff. You know, I kind of gave him some pointers, you know, and I felt like I did a good thing. And, you know, not to sound conceited or anything like that, it's what's missing in this industry. See, we're so wrapped up in getting our next mile and getting to the receiver on time or the shipper on time and making our appointments and making as much money as we possibly can as a truck driver, we forget about the ones who struggle. And I think about that, and I'm like, I can do better than that. So I helped him out today. I gave him some advice. I gave him some stuff to help him out to get to where he needed to be and be a better truck driver. And I felt good about it. I never want to see anybody out here struggle the way I did when I first started with the truck industry. And that's what really got me thinking, because like nobody helped me out. And it's not to sound, you know, like bad. I mean, I get it. I get why people are reluctant to step up and say something. But I also learned that sometimes you gotta speak up. If you're struggling, driving a truck, reach out to people. There are plenty of people out here. There's YouTube, there's Facebook, there's your drivers on the yard. You know, reach out. And I know that some people can be shy and some people are a little reluctant, and I get that. But I think that, you know, us as truck drivers, the experienced truck drivers who've been down this road long enough to understand the way things work in this industry, we need to start learning to reach out and take some of these younger drivers under our wings and show them the ropes, show them some things that, you know, might help them to be better, safer truck drivers. And you know, and I felt really good about helping that guy out today, you know, and I think at the end of the conversation, you know, I think I might have saved him from quitting a company that I personally feel is a really good company. You just got to learn to give it a shot, and you got to learn how to maneuver your way around that company. Let's not get it twisted. There is a bureaucracy and politics and all kinds of bullshit that truck drivers have to go through in their initial part. It's part of the hazing period, is what I call it. You don't, you know, if you think about it, when you were a kid, your mom told you not to touch the stove, and you went and touched it anyways, you got burned, right? Well, in the trucking industry, you live and you learn, you know, and I want to be able to make it easier for other people. So that's why I started the whole YouTube thing. And I know I'm horrible at keeping up with videos, but I wanted to make sure that the next guy doesn't have nearly half the struggle that I had, you know, going through what I went through. Because it was rough. You know, I'm not going to paint this pretty picture that, you know, it was all peaches and cream. It's not. It's really rough. There's a lot of things you got to learn. There's a lot of hurdles you got to learn to get over, and how you do that is totally up to you. But I think I would like to see the camaraderie between truck drivers, you know, improve. You know, I think we need to start looking out for one another, and I think that, you know, I think you'd see this industry climb. You know, I think about, you know, you think back when you were a kid, you know, if you wanted to be a truck driver, what was your image of a truck driver? The guy driving that long-nosed Peterbilt down the highway, honking his horn, just having a gay old time, you know, big stacks coming up this thing. And there was that image that you had of a truck driver that was like, I want to be like him. But we don't realize what that man was going through. We got it way easier than they had it back in those days. I mean, they didn't have GPSs, they didn't have cell phones, they didn't have, you know, e-logs and all kinds of other things that, you know, that made trucking so they didn't have an automatic truck. Truck driving back in those days was hard. And I think that that's why when somebody was pulled over on the side of the road and they needed help, 3 or 4 trucks went by, and three or four trucks pulled over to make sure that this guy was okay. Hey, you okay out here? You know, blah blah blah. You know, need some help, and let me help you out. That's what it was about. You know, I'd like to see us get back to that image of the truck driver, the ones that we looked up to and wanted to become. And I'd love to see us get there. So my challenge for you, if you're watching this video, my challenge to you is, if you're an experienced driver, reach out to somebody who's just starting out in this industry and show them the ropes. Show them the freight lines, show him how to maneuver his way around the company and how to make a better truck driver out of that person. So that way he's less apt to quit and go to one of these shitty companies. They're going to treat him like dog shit. And we all know they're out there, you know. You know, if you're in a good company and you know you're in a good company, reach out to these guys, these younger bucks, and
and, you know, help them out and show them the ropes and show them how to be successful in this industry. I think if we all just took the time to do that, I think we'd see a better truck driving industry. I think we could actually get back to where people revered us as truck drivers and be a little bit more thankful about us going down the roads. And, you know, yeah, I think that's pretty much where I want to be, like, you know. So I'm going to reach out a little bit more than I have been, and I'm going to start talking to some of these younger guys and help them out and show them the ropes. And I mean, I don't have a bunch of knowledge. If I don't know anything, hey, guess what? I got people that do. And I can pick up a phone. I can make a phone call, you know. And, you know, I want to see that happen, you know. I'm going to see it through. So that's my challenge for you this week. Sorry I wasn't on here trash talking other YouTubers, because I don't do that. But yeah, so as far as Stevens is going, it's going really good. You know, I'm still working for the fleet owner, and I've picked up a few loads, dropped a few loads, made a few miles, made a paycheck. I'm doing good. It's been going really well, and I got some other videos that I'm going to be doing along the lines, and I'm kind of trying to come up with some content that would be interesting rather than the same old bullcrap like PTIs and driver logs and this and that, the all boring stuff that we see thousands of videos over. So I'm trying to come up with different content that would actually draw viewers in, so that way I can get more subscribers and get more views on my videos, so that way I can reach out to more people. So that's the idea that I'm trying to get to. I'm not worried about making a paycheck with YouTube. I'm not trying to make money with it. But I am trying to help out the fellow truck driver to become a better truck driver. That's what I want to do. I like that. Makes me feel good as a person, and that's what I want to do. So, but yeah, so hit that subscribe button, like the video, do whatever it is that makes these ratings go boom. Anyways, you guys have a great night and be blessed.